common team. Don't get me wrong, it's a really strong team, but Mitsuru is just a character that hasn't been seen too much in ZoneBreakers Online. So nice to have her around, along with the protein junkie Akihiko himself. Let's see who's going to come out on top of our first game.
Your punches are strong, Yang, but I think my kicks
While we take a second to get everything lined up, just a quick reminder. Yes, this is indeed yet another match arena event. You ain't got to go to the slide or nothing because you know we got a match. Just want to throw that out there real quick. If you want to throw your 50 cents into the pot, the free 50 cents that you can create, ZB tag 15. We made it to number 15. That's your code for the day. Let's get it. Here we go. What do you expect from Mitsuru? She's only throwing 5As at the beginning. Pretty commanding button, but couldn't really make too much happen, even with Akihiko on the back. As HBK man gets the first strike. And a counter. Can't really do anything with it, just making sure to shove Alethea back into the corner, gets to pick up from the throw. Holding on to the burst. And it's one that Yang gonna be able to punish. Chie missing the dragon kick, but still letting Yang come in on the offenses. The second command throw, and this one could be the end of Akihiko. There's gonna be no burst for it. Yo, this man is done. Little wonky, but still got the job done nonetheless. Now Mitsuru on a lonesome with a res that doesn't really mean too much. Might not even get a chance to use it as Chie is coming back in. 2 meters from Yang, and I'm pretty certain we are going to game 2. Only 27 seconds, excuse me. Quick, fast match. Explosive start from HBK man and the likes of Yang and Chie. So we're going to have to see if Alethea is able to stabilize and get any real footing going into the second game. Like, bit scrambly in the beginning. That's what you expect to happen, especially when you have no real information on the players, or at least I don't have any information on them at least. It was nice of HBK to get over the Mitsuru 5A and just climb over the wall of Fort Mitsuru and get in early. Gonna have to see if he can do it again. Game 2. Time Alethea with a defensive backdash, air backdash, trying to make some space, but it's space that was quickly invaded by HBK. Looking for the reset. Reset that doesn't really do a whole lot, but coming behind a Chie 5 feet using the CC. Bert, I have no earthly idea how Chie was able to slide away from that, but that's some magic that only she knows the answer to. Magician never shows their secrets. And with the way things are going, you might see a disappearing Akihiko. Has a burst. He needs it. Might not even get a chance though. There it is. Oh, I like that idea. Gonna go ahead and punish Mitsuru for trying to come and save Akihiko. He's gonna have to come in, guess for games. Delayed incoming, but that's gonna be CC'd and tried to fly away from Tomoe. Can't go too far. Tomoe is covering the sky with the 5P. Second game, quickly in the books for HBK man. Now I know I've been playing some games lately on my own and getting up on the speedrun leaderboard, but I didn't think we were doing that in fight games. HBK man out here moving, out here schmoving. Quick 2 games, looking to dig around in the closet. Try to find a broom to sweep Alethea up. Hopefully that does not happen. I want to see some life from Alethea. It's just having a hard time fighting Yang in the beginning. Game 3. A little too much confidence from HBK, man. Alethea, on the other hand, was jumping forward and forces the first burst. So this is a bit of a change. Change the pace, push block to get Yang away as well. And with Akihiko coming in with the assist, this is a good start. Coast to coast, but isn't ready for the sunrise. Good DP and a swap as well. Chie, where you going? Wrong way. He's still looking okay out there. Switch again from a Herculean, but Akihiko with a burst. Getting the break and letting Mitsuru sit on the back line because she's got a lot of red life over her. She leaked it. And stuck on the throw, deflected. This is where it starts getting kind of scary for Alethea. Trying to fight out of the corner, just dash completely under Tomoe. Same with Akihiko. There's going to be a lot of damage. Bit of a drop, but 8K is still pretty good. I mean, obviously would love to see more, but 8's better than nothing. switching to get away from the throw is HBK, man. Active switch. Ooh, I like the idea. All right, well, Akihiko, get back in. This rule is no more. Big up. This is still in the realm of possibility, except for getting counter hit for trying to hit a button on the way down, and that will be the opportunity that HBK needs to get a clean sweep to start us off. Fast 3 games to kick off ZoneBreakers Online number 15. Some good games right there. High octane offense. Yeah, there's not a great deal for me to say. Only in the sense that HBK, man, just was able to find opportunities time and time again, which is like a very generic thing to say. I say a lot of generic things, obviously, but just being able to like work around Mitsuru very early and never really allow her to establish herself. Like, I can't think of any time that Alethea was really able to just put their feet down and really get something started. It was only like the 3rd game after the, well, I don't want to say the only shaky opening, because all 3 of them were kind of scrambling, nothing really set in stone. But that was the only time that Alethea really felt like that they could get anything started. But took one swing that made no contact at all, and that was Yang coming over the top again.
Yeah, Alethea just that last game wasn't able to get anything going. Unfortunately, and when they did get something going, they were kind of just stopped short a little bit by some good burst from HBK, man.
What's up with you? How's that pizza?
It was not worth the wait. Anyways, going into game number 1 between Detective Crow and Nozo Milkies, we've seen the Blake use a Rehab, actually. I don't think we've seen this team here in ZB Online before.
If we've seen it, it would be from Eon, because I want to say
True.
Eon. There's like 2 Blakes. Eon is like obviously the one, and I want to say somebody else has played Blake.
Marvin played Blake once.
Oh, there you go. So other than that, there hasn't been a lot of Blake played too much. 5C? And that DP that wasn't hitting anybody in that zip code is Katsuki was high on the top side. Gets overused Reha as well.
Crow doing really good at making short work of this match already.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of damage and not giving Nozo any time to breathe.
Res just to try to stop the momentum, but again, this is a res that doesn't mean too much, especially going into a counter cheese.
The Akatsuki special B Tatsu into DP. Definitely working out there and closing out that game for Detective Crow.
Got the detective on the case, solving the mystery of where are the buttons.
Get ready.
Trying to see how those buttons are working out for him now. Nozo really didn't get a chance to really get anything going that game, unfortunately. But let's see how they can go into game number 2 with that.
Going in with a 5A. Last I checked, that's a pretty good start. Wasn't the most damaging. This one's looking pretty good. Punish on a burst. Probably gonna hold on to the meter.
Nice. Good sandwich. Oh, good jump out. That wasn't completely gapless, and then a bad DP is gonna cost Nozo here.
Yeah. Like, I honestly wonder where that DP was that like a preemptive push block? Because again, that was another very sketchy DP. There's no other way for me to say it at this point, but Nozo's still in a pretty good spot. Looking to get a sandwich, but Crow just kind of squirts it out with a push block, but gets clawed in again by Blake in the air. Oh, and a punish on a raw tag, and the burst too. That's everything lining up for Nozo.
That was a really good burst bait there from Nozo. Crow getting a little antsy with these buttons.
All right. And there's
good
one
DP
that works.
from Adachi.
Ooh, what stays up so long, like the animation is so long that Noza had enough time to whiff the first JA and then re-jump again, or rather double jump again to get up and get the punish. Blocks both the supers.
For sure, that was a really good punish there from Nozo. Apparently the 5A had enough recovery to be able to whiff that in front of Adachi's face. And Blake was able to get the punish, and there goes game number 2, 1-1, Nozo and Crow. Let's definitely see how this goes up. This is definitely kind of like a clash of playstyles between these two players. Nozo's wanted to take things very slow, go for mostly setup-oriented stuff, and then Detective Crow is kind of just going balls to the wall, for lack of a better term.
Holding forward. Crow trying to take a page out of Nozo's playbook and play a little slower in the beginning, gets clipped. And Nozo's just able to pile on a little more damage. I say a little more, but we already have Dachi under half, blocking on the swaps, blocking all the swaps, the defense. Cleaned up by a 4P, but the 4P doesn't mean too much. Now this will. This is going to be the end of this kid right here.
Good DP punish from Blake, but going to eat a Akatsuki 5B.
I don't think that matters too much. I mean, sure. Yes, it's a decent amount of damage for Crow coming in, but this is a huge mountain for Crow to climb in this situation. Like, this is Nozo just coming off of a KO using no meter, and this is Crow with, you wanted a DP, but bro, that's a res, and that's a res that ain't gonna mean too much. So Crow has to make it happen now.
Oh, gets with the 8th Hatsu.
That's the start.
And this is a dead Blake.
I was just waiting for a drop. I wanted you to
no
be,
faith.
No faith in you. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's Yuzu.
Good weight on the DP.
4 meters. This
should
have been the
cancel, but gets them with the cross up low, and Nozo takes game number 3.
USA.
American reset there.
Oh yeah. Looking really scary at the end. Like you said, yeah, that should have been a done deal as soon as the hit went through. But guess trying to save the meter for the next game, man.
Either that or was just a little nervous and just missed the timing on it.
That'd be like that sometimes.
Listen, can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Game 4.
Unblockable, but gonna burst out of there. 5C again.
Yeah, brought that back in game 1. I was looking for it again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nozo was ready for it that time, though. The X slash not gonna do anything.
Patiently
tries
waiting.
to go for grab, but grabs themselves.
You know, I kind of wonder if that was a really late tech that just panned out in Nozo's favor, but it didn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Crow's able to get another confirm, spin the meter. Not enough to get rid of prayer. You see Nozo holding up. It's like, I don't want to hit another 5C.
You're right. Nozo just needed to try and get user Reha out there, but finally does. Goes for another 5C. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. CC in 2 meters, is it enough? We gonna try.
No, it won't be. Gonna be left with like 1.5k, like 500 health.
More than a pixel. More than enough to get rid of Akatsuki on the rebound. This is from a Yuzu 4P, and that's gonna be the end of him. Adachi on his own. Okay.
Definitely doable for Adachi.
Oh yeah, especially with like dang near full bar HP. He's chilling over there. It's command throw from downtown, so that's going to be the end of Yuzu. Blake on her own coming in with level 2 res. I think that it ain't 4. It ain't the best res she can have.
But it hits them with the JA.
Okay.
Great conversion here from Nozo. Maybe about 6.5k here.
And the most important thing is the time murder that is happening as well. Taking the lead in the numbers department. Still has a little bit of res to work with. All for naught. 5 bars for both of them. Ooh! And you would think Crow would be kind of scared to go up there against Blake because that's how one of the earlier games panned out. But still cleaned up on the ground.
Nice conversion. Yo, that was one of the cleanest conversions I've seen in a long time.
But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
Just barely. One hit from Adachi will take this if you get the right hit.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
5A here?
Cross slash will take it. Unfortunately, Nozo doing everything, almost everything right in those last few interactions, but just not able to close it out. 2-2 going to game 5. That was a really good game.
Yeah, came down to the wire. Crow out there swinging for the fences, finds the 5A that they need to equalize this 2 apiece, trying to see who's moving on to the next round.
All right, game number 5. All the information's on the table from what we can tell. See how both of these players react to both of these situations.
They both love really starting off in the top right corner.
Oh, that was a really good DP.
Tatsu for the ender. Looking for the low. Onto sweep, just to make sure Nozo doesn't get any ideas to go too far away. But able to break out.
Smash.
Not ready for the burst, so this is Adachi in. On his back, though. Good DP. Low again. You have to believe at some point that there's going to be a low behind it, but no, 5C one more time.
Good punish. Carrying her to corner.
That's still mid-3.
True. Thought they were going to call assist. Avoids the B, Zio. Really good stuff, but gets counter hit by B Tatsu.
Oh, yeah. Tatsu again, just make sure Blake can't move too far.
Oh,
really?
Very unfortunate. The first track to the Persona and not Adachi there. So that's going to be a dead Yuzu. Very unfortunate.
Blake is so upset. Can he do this, though?
Yo, good call on the super. Chips Akatsuki. And this is definitely doable. 1v1. Gets the grab. And that will be it. Nozo Milky's taking game number 5 and taking the set 3-2.
Man, even squeaking through like that, you know Blake had to be so mad at Yuzu. She had one job, and she comes in with that trash burst like that.
Right?
Yeah, Blake's still able to hold it down. Finds the clutch super just to break momentum. Make sure that there's no more Zeals coming out, because like getting locked in Zeal one more time in that scenario could have been the end of Nozo, but able to thread the needle, shoot the gaps where needed, and come out on top of the skirmish 3-2.
Yep, good stuff coming out from both the players there. I'm gonna have to dip out here for a sec so I can go play my match.
Oh, all right, bye. Now, see, that's the part where you just need to, get the red X and cross his icon off the screen. That'd be kind of good. But Snido's gonna be the TO, the commentator, and the player, gonna square off against yet another new face in ZoneBreakers Online. One that's been really raring to go this entire week, OmniBlad. I'm assuming it's OmniBlad. There's no E. No edge around here. But I guess you could say there's a lot of edge coming with a team of Susanoo and Yumi. Team that threatens a good amount of damage and control if they can find a hit, which easier for one character than the other, to say the least. I have to see how Omni's able to line things up. Snido over on the other end with a pretty standard issue team for him. Yumi and Mai. Actually bringing the cherished Mai back. Let's see what she can do from the back end of the game. Let's see if she even gets a chance to do anything. Two for one. Good look for Snido. Wasn't ready for the tech out though, or didn't have the cleanest setup for it. As Omni's able to get back out of the corner. Then the sandwich, able to make the block. Wasn't ready for Yumi to be there. Looking for the DP off the mark. Punish. So able to finally hit a Sonato and force Omni to burst. Back to neutral we go. Just DP assist. Had enough of this. Ain't trying to play no games no more. Stepping over to the backside. Sonato was looking for the cross up for the active switch. No good, but still able to find a hit with Yumi. That's going to be Omni Yumi gone. Susanoo on his lonesome. Going to activate. Giving up a mix up, and this is going to be dashing alone. Sonato pretty convincingly taking the first game. I'm assuming we're probably going to take a second before we get back into the second game, see what's happening over here. That's a scary number to be seeing on screen. What we doing out here? Oh, we go through all the regulations in the chat. So it's gonna be a second before we get back in there. Hopefully this will be a quick second, get everything sorted out. Guess I can take this second to not hit you with the Magic Reno because you get that too much. You do have a second though. ZB tag 15. That's your code to throw you 50 cents in there. But the real thing I want to say is, thanks for chilling with us today. I know we usually save that for the end, but you got to throw it in throughout the event, in my opinion, because we can have this tournament behind closed doors and nobody would have to see a thing. But without you, now and in the future, if you're watching the VODs, we wouldn't have a reason to record it or anything. We wouldn't have a reason to stream it or anything. So, thank you for coming to chill. Omni's ready. I get the impression that Omni is a student of Buck Sunny. One of the people that's like, through thick and through thin, through the wildest of waves, we gonna get out there and do the thing, right? Isn't as refined in the lag games as Sunny. I'd have to put a little bluntly to get my point across, but still eager to play the game nonetheless. That's something I like to see in people. People are ready to get the game on, not too particular about the quality, because not everybody's going to be able to get the best quality games in these trying times. Oh, I see pictures going up in the chat. Oh no. Oh no, what's happening? We get proof calls. Normal circumstances that probably be told, I shouldn't talk about this too much, but this is in a public chat. It's public chat because you too can hop into the next ZoneBreakers if you're not in here just yet. You're gonna have the details coming up shortly for ZoneBreakers 16. Yeah, they're gonna be a 16. I don't care what anybody says. They're gonna be a 16. You don't have to sit on the sidelines like me. You can get in the fray as well. And we getting back into the frame. Let's go.
Get ready.
Ain't trying to have no keyboard warriors sitting here hiding behind their routers, hiding behind the Ethernet cords. Only thing you need to hide behind is your fit. Oh, hold up. Can we make it through the intro? Can we make it through the intro? Susanoo's trying to power up a little too hard over there. I'm gonna need him to turn down from 11. I'm gonna need Yumi to unfreeze herself. Oh. Sonato versus OmniBlaz. Game 2. Here we go. I think this is game 2. This is the mating call of network players to start things off. And there we go. Match so fast. One of the fastest matches that we've had throughout all of ZoneBreakers. And I mean, we've had like some 15-second match. I think 17 is the record so far, but it just got. They agreed that it wasn't really good. So Omni's taking a second. I don't know if they're gonna play that one a little bit later. If that's gonna be a DQ, I don't know what's happening with that, but it be like that sometimes. Again, that's just the nature of the beast of playing online. Sometimes connections don't agree with each other. Sometimes connections don't agree with themselves. Making the most of what we have. With that being said, I see that we have the next match called, and it's going to be on stream very shortly. And it's going to be one of the matches, or I guess the first match in the second round of winners.
Alrighty. That's unfortunate.
Hey, man. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people, all right?
I'm just confused because I literally played him in like one game before the tournament, and it was actually completely fine. Mm-hmm. And now it's just actually garbage. I don't understand.
So why'd you hit the switch?
I didn't hit nothing.
Why'd you hit the switch? Nah, don't
God,
act like
Yogi.
that.
Oh
hey,
my God.
Hey,
chill.
All right, let's do some math, all right?
Bruh.
You played Omni in the test match before the tournament, right? And everything was fine, okay?
Yeah.
You just played Omni in front of a live studio audience, right? And we had to get the mop buckets to clean that up, right? You know what the problem with this is? You are still an involved party. Why'd you hit the switch?
I didn't hit nothing, man. I don't know what to say.
You got proof? Omni had proof. Where's your proof? I'll see your proof.
The proof is in the pudding, bruh.
Wow. T.O. privileges. I see how it is.
Sure.
But
I'm just waiting for him to screenshot the slick speed test for me real quick. I'm just waiting on Sunny to come through here too.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. We're talking about playing through thick and through thin of network connections. I'm waiting for the king himself, Buck Wild Arm Sunny, to show up. Because no matter what the connection is, this could be a kind of a rough match for Sunny, I would believe.
Ooh.
The likes of Ultimate Lotad. And look at that, immediately, one bar, don't care, ready up, let's go. We ain't ready. We ain't ready though. You tell him to go? Tell him to go. Tell him to go.
I'm trying to. Go. Go. Go.
Lotad is just like
Sunny,
waking
go.
their Xbox.
There we go. All right, we're gonna get to round number 2 here. Sunny versus Lotad.
Can we take a second and point out the fact that Sunny is once again trying to ditch his main man, Azrael?
Yes. This man, Sunny, trying to ditch that man.
Weiss,
I
oh, I'm honored. Let's treat them with the
mean, this is
respect
still
they deserve.
pretty high damage character.
For sure.
It's a character that, for the most part, decides when he chooses he wants to get in there. Have to see how Sunny's going to be able to navigate Susanoo around the likes of a Lotad, Weiss, and Aurier. Trademark team. And I'm not going to say anything about the 5B through the field, all right? You know, just Yang is not one with that bit of her life anymore. She'll be all right. Having the burst. And just a 5P, just to make sure Yang doesn't go too far. Flipping in the corner is Weiss. Nice little cross up. Delayed air dash, double overhead. And it looks like Sunny is just willing to let Yang go, or just believes that Weiss didn't have the damage output. She sure does it. She's got enough ice to cool off that semblance, though. Not ready for the delayed incoming, but still able to find the backside. And the active switch to clip the ankles. Doesn't have the meter to close his ties. Not going to get it. So one more look is what Lotad needs to take the first game. Push block from Sunny. Just jumping right back into a sandwich in the middle. Thought he had the right idea with the Grand Viper, but just Lotad being one step ahead with the 4P. That timing was really specific too. I'm not going to sit there and say that went entirely as planned for Lotad, but it was really fortunate that Aurier was able to get in there and not get her ankles chewed up.
Ooh, I'm looking at this connection speed they posted.
Why are you worried about that? That ain't this game.
I know. My bad.
You got to come correct. We going into game 2. Lotad right. And Sunny.
What did I miss?
You miss Lotad. Able to hold down the block. Doing pretty well to thwart any attempt that Sunny had to get in there. Like, Sunny made it in once or twice, but couldn't really open Lotad up at all.
I'm honored. Let's treat them with the respect.
But it was a lot of Sunny's typical goings, trying to, just pound people over the head, not want to look for any throws or anything. But even with that, I don't think Sunny ever had a time to really look for like the high lows, like jump high lows or air dash high lows. He's never really got anything to stick against Lotad. See what this game's. Ooh, it's immediately taking the CC, but Sunny up backing. Doesn't get to go too far away from it as Azriel is forced in. Which, by the way, we brought Azriel in, got rid of Yang. Wasn't doing it. You getting your Discord worked out because you're in my ear. Somebody's in my ear. I ain't worried about y'all no more. I'm worried about this burst going into the brick wall of Weiss. Good call by Lotad, knew it was coming. Jumps away from the super. So I thought. But Aurier was able to make sure that Susanoo couldn't go too far. Sunny having the burst, but still can't really get anything started. Put that back. Azriel tried to come in with another burst. Again, unsuccessful. Should be it. I don't even know why I had to question it. Susanoo on his lonesome again. Making sure to get a block first before going for the sweep. Big drop, and that's really an important drop. Easy to say it's important as Susanoo finds his spot yet again on the backside of an Aurier 4P. It's like a moth to the light. Chad, Lotad is just doing a really good job of skirting around Sunny, not allowing Sunny to get any solid hits. Really not letting Sunny get solid. It's settled. It's another one of these stories as like Lotad is finding hit after hit. And it's not like Lotad is getting the most damaging hits because that's just the nature of the team. It's not like Weiss Aurier is going to blow somebody up, but it's enough to keep Sunny unsettled and force him to like constantly think about bursting, so he never has the resources to really do anything. Also helps that Lotad is able to get the punishes on the burst as well. Pretty solid burst is that. Oh. It's a start that says that Lotad is able to take the confidence away from Sunny. Sunny just trying to play defense and isn't really able to check the sandwich from Lotad. Get to super a little bit later. Backdash away, but can't go too. Ooh, okay. Got the 5B out there. Missed the just frame. But I'm honestly not surprised because that's the first time Sunny's been able to press a button in what feels like 2 games. Back to the wall, getting knocked to the deck. Lotad getting the chance to take all the shots that he wants to get to punish yet another burst. I feel like that's the 5th one. It's a pretty high count at this point. Fade away, JA, catching Sunny on the cross-up. More specifically, Sunny was looking for the low, which wasn't there. Susanoo so close to gone. Push block is going to say, Susanoo? I'm going to go with him. Probably going to try with Azriel in the back. Could be a little lucky. Clipped out of the sky with the JA. And Azriel gets in. That's a start. Res as well. Ooh, Black Hawk Stinger. Right. No buttons. Absolutely no buttons coming from neither one of them chicks over there. And that is going to be the end of Azrael. Lotad takes it with convincing 3-0. Lotad out there with all the Gnaw Dogs. Enough to contain the Wild Arms. That's not something you see every day. It's really interesting to think about. Because it's like, with all the characters that Sunny's been prone to seeing throughout all of ZoneBreakers, I'm always thinking that he's pressing a button. But one thing that was kind of peculiar about that is the fact that he didn't want to believe in Yang. Like, that's usually where a notable amount of his offense is. Not gonna hide it, Yang has pretty resourceful 5B to pretty much disregard a lot of things in the game, but to forego that and try to make Susanoo work, it didn't really pan out. But could be something for a future investment where there's obviously nothing wrong with that. Got to make all the future plans you can right now. Really awkward to see Sunny not be able to get anything started at all. I don't think he hit a single combo the entire time, but it just goes to show how much control Lotad had throughout that entire match. I can go on about that a little bit more, but we have some more matches, and where are we at?
All right, we're going to be in winners round 2, so winners quarters still. We're going to have Noza Milkies and Puns up now.
You can set your tag in BlazBlue. I was like, who was this Alex character, and why is this Alex character not familiar? Okay.
Yeah, how you doing, RC May Panther? Alrighty, let's see what we are. Alright.
We're in assault dive.
A lot of work right now. Akihiko Aigis. Okay.
Yeah. Cross up action switch. Hard to hit, but doesn't get the conversion. But Pun's still looking really clean in this. Gets Yuzu clean up out there. Noza was looking for the active switch again, but couldn't find it as we were standing on the front side. Assault dive again. Missed the conversion from it, but I don't really think it matters too much at that point as I just comes in with a 4P. Akihiko, the CC in 2 meters, doesn't even need a meter.
Wow, I think is that the first perfect we've seen in ZB Online?
In BB Tag, probably. I don't know for a fact. I don't have a stat for that because that's not a thing that's crossed my mind. I want to say it's not, but
very possible.
We could count them.
You could probably count them on one hand.
Yeah. Most total. Most definitely.
Usually not a common sight to see in tag games.
Especially one as volatile as this.
Mm. Oh, they're just skipping interest and going straight into game number 2.
I mean, you trying to wait around for another game like that? That's instant progress from Noza. Just a hit on Aigis in the back. Fade away, JB.
That was a really good kind of hit from Noza, but I don't think she was in range to be able to hit that.
Nah. Really
good job using the...
Nah. Shut it all down with a 4A. And gets to the backside, too. Quick footwork. Gonna be Yuzu by herself. I get the idea, but it's just a little too slow on the draw. But it's one of those things where you really have to ask yourself if you're about that life. I was looking for the EX slash to try to teleport behind the missiles. No counter hit, so still looking okay for now, but the low. Didn't get too much pinned in the corner. Not ready for the OGL overhead. Akihiko again. Not the best starter, but ooh, really? The assault not going the wrong way, and this is a chance for Nozo. Nozo, who's still holding on to the res, by the way, so is going to be able to get some life back and really the power spike. Was hoping that the air slash would be enough, which is not. Blocks the Orgia overhead, which is good to stay alive for now, but still has a lot of ground to make up through this Aegis.
I was just trying to waste Yuzu's resonance right now.
Right.
Did a very good job of it though. It eats a 5p from I'm sorry, a 6p from Aki. And that will be game number 2 going to Alex.
You gotta call somebody here. We just witnessed time murder. Jeez. Call the arsonist because the entire clock got burned.
All right, going into game number 3.
Let's keep going. You're saying the more important thing.
No,
I'm sitting there thinking, because it's like that was at the cost of like 3 meter, 4 meter, but it was still well worth it to do it.
Yeah, I think it was about like 3. Yeah, it was 3 meter, and then they did a Megiddo to be able to get away and waste all of Yuzu's res, using a lot of that hover dash meter as well. But going into game number 3 here, I think Nozo just needs to try and find a way to close out Akihiko while keeping both characters alive. If they can do that, it's definitely going to be a lot better for them.
It's easier said than done, as Akihiko's just sitting in the back right now. It's not like he's going to get forced in here. Not with Aegis getting all the hits. Coming in again with the Orgia overhead. JA. Forcing the burst. Good block so far, but blocks aren't enough for Nozo.
Oh, I respect that. They were wrong, but I respect that commitment.
2D fundamentals. When do you jump? When you think the slow normal's coming out on the ground. Pun's putting on a clinic at this point. And is going to get Blake clean up out of it.
DP? This is the beginning of it for Nozo, but they're going to need a lot more.
Really?
That was kind of crazy.
That was rude. That was just rude.
Super rude.
Weave, duck, super. All right. The entire screen. Hope you're not hitting the button anywhere on my block.
That was interesting. I wasn't expecting that option, but that's why I guess it worked.
And you have to consider this, right? Like, even if Nozo blocks and punishes, all right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a block and punish on Akihiko. It's not going to like completely clean him out. Yuzu just doesn't have that kind of firepower, right?
Right.
And in doing so, she's gonna have to use all the res, which is gonna happen regardless. But if you want to attempt it, it's going to take a lot of meter to where once res is gone, if you're not sitting on 5, that's less push blocks. And Punz has already shown that if you don't have meter to push block them off, that's it's gonna be a scary situation over in that corner.
Now we're gonna see. I have not seen this in a while, ever since Sunny inducted this into the ZB Hall of Fame, being Yang mirrors. I don't see this very often until. I don't see this very often. I think the last time we saw this was when Yui, Razzo, and Sunny all did like Yang stuff, if I remember correctly. That was
fun. I was gonna say Sunny didn't really have a say in that. He was just minding his own business, but Yui and Razzo.
He instigated that scenario altogether. But anyways, going into game number 1 here, this could be a really interesting match. Double Brawler versus Yang Carmine. Definitely no Razzo's Yang. Carmine is definitely no stranger to. Oh, here we're gonna see the unblockable. Could be some good damage here.
I think it's gonna be pretty good if we're gonna let Yang do the heavy lifting for it.
Another unblockable. Oh no, is that gonna meaty? It does. Okay, that's it. That's actually really smart for Razzo to actually wait there and just string the unblockables together. It's actually kind of crazy.
You know, I'm just laughing at the fact you're saying unblockables. I mean, I know that's like the community term for it and everything, but it's like it's a throw. Of course.
Well, I mean,
I know.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about it.
You can DP and pray.
No, that's DP. That's DP. 6.
I know. Now, with all this talking though, Razzle don't have a Yang. Still got a Carmine. This Carmine's holding it down. Get rid of Chie and get some life back. Oh,
That didn't kill?
Question mark? Yeah, I know, right? She was on a pixel before she got tossed to the deck.
Yeah. One good thing there was that Yang semblance was already activated, but that doesn't matter at the end of the day because Razzo with the meteors on deck, closing out that game.
So much meat, we gotta call him a butcher.
Going into game number 2, I'm really curious to see. I'm assuming if we just see power charge, then HBK Man wins a game. I'm assuming. Is that how this works? Other than that, it feels like Razzo has more neutral control with this team.
Oh yeah. It has more neutral control, but how much neutral have we really seen? Like, you saw a bit in the beginning, obviously, because you got to start to get the hit. But like, once Razzle got the hit, when was the next time the HBK was really able to do anything?
Not really, because it's set play city.
Yeah. It's my kind of town. Woo, okay. And Force Carmine in too.
That sounds like the name of a new fighting game.
Set play city? Oh, you ain't.
I'll make that game.
That's the rival. You ain't trying to play that game. Razzle's not trying to play with Yang either. Cross raid. Get out of here. Get on her own. Doesn't have any meter to work with. But it's more important she doesn't have it to work with. That's a flexi. I like that. Razzle's really trying to invest HBK in Garrett. Oh, find him on the backside.
I actually think your connection's bowing out. You're actually sounding pretty glitchy right now.
Yeah, I'm blaming this.
Yeah, Doogie's kind of robot-y right now, unfortunately. But that cross raid is going to do a lot of damage there, and they're going to set up the 6P. Tried to. They tried. Oh my god, that setup was actually funny. Because basically what happened, Yang went for the 214C, which was like a standing command grab to try and bait that. But then Chie tried to grab Yang, and then he just switched to Carmine and had Chie run into the wheel. That setup was actually kind of funny.
What we sound like right now? Good. I'm guessing you have to think about it.
Let's see. I'm trying to listen to. No, you're the only one that's appearing as a robot on stream right now.
But not the Discord.
No, in the Discord as well. Yeah, it's so bad.
Alright, well, you got this. I will be RB.
Alright, no problem. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into game number 3 here. Razzle up 2-0. We're going to see what HBK Man can do. If he can get some good hits, then this is definitely doable for sure. Good 2A there. Going to bring him to the corner. We're going to set up the unblockable. And they have those pinwheels set up too. It's going to be a lot of, well, not too much damage because it was a 2A starter. Or four, I think it was a 4P starter. Gets a puddle set up right there though. 4P starter again. Goes for the safe jump. Goes for a 5B command grab reset. Never seen that one. Oh, big happy birthday coming from HBK Man. Good push block on the 214A. And Razzo takes that set 3-0 over HBK Man. That's up to both players there. So Lupe, we're in a bit of a conundrum right now, since I have to play Yui next on stream, or would you like to duck down to losers and run a match from there until Dogi comes back? Not really. Oh wait.
All right, what we sounding like now?
You're sounding crisp and clear.
That's probably not gonna. See how long that lasts.
Alrighty. So me and Yui have to play next over here. So I will be back.
So what you're saying is this is where everything goes off the rails. Okay.
Yup.
Yup. Seems like a day where the internet just wants to implode. It be like that though. Where's this? This is the last match in winners round 2. So now they're gonna have to get off of the waiting list, just like he said, and square off against Yui. Yui, who's still trying to vie for the most characters played in ZoneBreakers. Say trying to vie. It's close. What does it count out right now? Yui has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 17 Terrazos. 5, 8. Oh, 17 to 17. All right. Hold on, that looks like Yui ain't playing around. Chie Adachi. Never mind. Yo, Linne Akatsuki. These 2 characters that are already on the list, so that number's not moving anywhere. Going against the likes of Sanaido, Yumi, Mai. He's really going back to this team, huh? Really a believer in Mai once again. It's not like she's a bad character. It's not like this is a bad team. Have to see how well it fares against Linne and Akatsuki. It would be a shame if this little chick just rolled up on somebody. Handed them off to Akatsuki. Could happen in a moment's notice. Take him to a throw. A little bit of a quiet start for you. We get the overhead. Gonna go ahead and cash out. At least not only gets her game scenario push block's not gonna be able to get away from Akatsuki, but bursted and a whiff punish. But that's a really huge drop. Huge drop, obviously for the damage, but for the life that Yumi could have been getting back in the meantime. And she comes in to help with the assist and the DP. Gets around to the backside. And this is going to be a solid punish because this is on the counter. So there's nowhere for Akatsuki to go, even if he had a burst. Waits for the second one, but doesn't get confirmed from the assist. So gets another chance from this. Using the aerial rev to lock out, but picks up a spare. Kind of sloppy, but still got the job done nonetheless. Nope. I saw one clash, but one clash isn't enough to save mine. Overhead again. And with the help of Rez, immediately into the Sufu. Can't get rid of mine just yet. But still looking kind of good for Linne. Didn't confirm the low. It's that one, though. And that looks like the one that couldn't matter. Can't do anything else with it. No assist meter that's already been used. Dashing low. Sanaido's able to weather the storm, pun slightly intended, get the first game in the books. Yui was doing pretty good with Linne. Got a decent number of overheads. Got a throw in there as well. Start things off, but just didn't really get any high damage. Didn't get Akatsuki in there to get anything started. think that was the thing that was really missing. That was one of the main things that was really missing. Just the high damage to get rid of any piece of the. Ooh, really? Shirogane? Shirogane Mitsuru. Mitsuru's new, right? Mitsuru's new. Yeah, that's all we needed. 18. They're both new? I would have. Who am I thinking of? Did Razzo play Shirogane? Razzo did. Okay, so this is 2 new characters. Completely new team for you.
Leave it to me. Just follow the plan.
Mitsuru and Shirogane. It's like anytime Mitsuru's able to stall long enough to get Naoto in there, letting the guns pop off with a 6P, could be a setup for a nice CC from an overhead. Something like that, but Tsunade was ready. EX Ice in the air just to make sure that Shirogane can't get on the mark. Mitsuru's almost gone. I need to keep up with the game. Low just to make sure that Shirogane can't come in. Nice 2A. Blocking time. That's blocked though. But he's plus. Interesting. And that's the second time that Yui's been kind of swinging for the fences with a Dwa and 6P. Can't find anything though. Tsunade's got a lunge of his own with Ma to start things off. Charge Lance. 2+2? That should be enough. Make short work of that team. Didn't even really blip on the radar for Tsunade. I was just really helped by the idea of staying in the air and staying away from all the ground power that Mitsuru has. But Mitsuru and Naoto, they're gonna have to take their seats on the bench as the star players are coming up for Yui's squad, Adachi and Chie. Now I could totally believe 3 straight games from Yui in this situation. Because of all the Chies that we've seen in ZoneBreakers, it's the one that gets a hit and gets the job done. Let's see if they got it here in game 3. A late burst. Presumably trying to get away from Chie, but Adachi is still the point man. Gets the throw on Yui, who's not going to be able to get away from this one. Cash out with a cross slap. I was looking for the tech out, nothing doing. So under assault again from a CC. Not doing the same play, but this time waiting for Chie to leave. Dash, a nice pickup from Yui. Gets there just in time after the sunspot. Blocks Tsunade in another sandwich. Well, the first sandwich. 3rd time for CC pressure. Stayed in the air for so long before getting the air dash out. That's the help from the JV. This one's not looking so good for Tsunade as the DP is off the mark. Yui's ready with the block. Only needs a regular God Fist to get rid of Mai. Yumi's not looking too good. Is she even going to get a chance to burst? She does, but she's in a sandwich. And is expecting a cross-up, but there's nothing there. Yui takes 1 step back into this match. Still down 1-2, but still alive. And that was a game well in Yui's control without needing the explosiveness of Chie in 4 meters. But when Chie hits Herculeans like that out the rip, she doesn't need to make the investment. Empty air dash low. And was looking for the burst, but Tsunade found the timing to get Mai in there. DP assist, but a block from Yui. Punish as well. think it was a Punisher counter hit. Was it hitting on the left? Cross up with the assist DP. Tuck. I kind of wonder if that was supposed to be an immediate push block, because that was a really crazy play for an air dash, but Mai's still alive for now. Can't get there in time. She gets away with the count. Looking for the 2B, but she's off the mark. Now she can't find the DP as well, but only gets slapped on the wrist by some Yumi Ice. Empty jump low again. A little too early on the burst punishes Yui. Gives Tsunade a little bit of life, trying to bring this one back. Everybody's leaking. A lot of life could be made back up, but nobody's really going to get the chance. Yui breaks out one more time, and I don't know what side he's not hit on, but that's Tsunade's problem at this point. And he's down to Yumi by herself. Has a res to work with, but got clipped trying to... She was in the air, and she hit a button. So I don't know if that was supposed to be like a 5C. Don't know if that was supposed to be like JA. Whatever it was, Yui had the right answer. Wasn't worried about it at all. Only thing they cared about was getting game number 4 in their pockets, tied 2-2. Which is going into game 5. It's an idle switching now. Got the first 2 games, Yumi and Mai had to go against the main stars of Chie and Adachi. Wouldn't be surprised if Tsunade took a second to take a bite of pizza before getting to the 5th game, because we know he waited so long for that pizza. I got to take all the shots I can. Ain't nothing changed around here. But Tsunade's got to look for some change in this match, because the last 2 games, it's been the Yui show. 5B starter, but just went down the entire string. Can't imagine that's what Tsunade really wanted in that situation. What? Just told him to put it back? Chie still in. Get the assist. And that's really been the crutch that's been holding Tsunade up in this match so far. Doesn't get it confirmed from it directly. He's looking for the burst. That could come back to haunt him as Yui didn't bite. Gets Adachi in cleanly. I mean, it still came at the cost of the CC meter, but it's not from a burst recovery. So Yui's going to have that back very shortly. As soon as that's full, it's going to get really scary for Tsunade, especially locked in the corner. If a burst is coming, it's got to be on pointer. This could be the match right here. Got tagged. Yumi's still okay. Here it comes. Jump. Late enough to make sure that Chie couldn't get to the backside with the dragon kick. So that's a little bit on the upside for Tsunade. Finds the hit aerial rave as well. Just got to be able to get Yumi out. And look for the CC. Blocked out with the aerial rave. And try to punish the burst, but as crazy as that was, everybody gets back to the feet up fine. Nice block on the 5C, but a little too slow on the button as Adachi's in again. Gets the counter hit. The next hit could be the last. Was it ready for? Oh, was ready for the burst. Caught me slipping. Ooh! Hands off your buttons. 2 A's for days. And that is the story of Yui being down 0-2, bringing out the big guns to claw all the way back and take a 3-2 win, move up to winners semis. Good game. So I'm guessing that we are going to move to the top side of our winners semis. Gonna tell Yui to get some water, take a break, recollect thoughts after that hard trek back. Gonna toss it over to Lotad and Razzo. Let's see who's trying to slide up in the winners finals. Again, this is winners semis. Winner of this match, gonna get a little bit of the money, get a little bit of the Matcherino money. ZB Tag 15, that's the code if you haven't done the Matcherino yet. It's the top 3. To get into the top 3, Lotad was looking to hold it down. A little bit of a drop as Raz was able to slide away from the first sandwich. And so this is the time where the damage needs to be done before the burst is ready again. Tried to jump away as Lotad got caught in the air by the Bloodsaw. First in time. Raz wasn't ready for it. Gets away from the mess in the middle of the street. Ooh, but that's why it's gone on the back. It's still very possible for Lotad because this is Aurier. He's getting hit right now, but has a lot of life to work with in a level 4 res. He's gonna get some space with this super. Actually gets hit on both of them, I believe. It is. I believe it even more if I can see 2 numbers. Try to look for the punish, fishing. A little too slow to reel her in. Caught in the air, and this is a confirm. Solid confirm from Razzo. Get some life back as well with the full combo. Cleaned up with the cross up 4P. Not gonna look for the active. Is cross raid? Cross raid's enough? On a pixel. She burns. She's just gonna stay in the driver's seat. And you can get a little bit crazy because that's a lot of life for Carmine to work with, but nonetheless, Yang's gone. Aurier still having to fight Carmine with over half life. Too much of a task for her as Razzo is able to throw the first game over into his basket. Yeah, I don't think Lotad's going anywhere. All the games I've seen them play has been Weiss Aurier, so probably going to be the first one to ready up every time. Game 2, Ave started. Ave a later assist. Something that's in Lotad's arsenal. Raz was able to deflect it, get a couple of hits before getting the throw. Raz was off to a really good start. Lotad waited to see Carmine before committing to the burst, which is proper timing. Gets Aurier in, but he's got a lot of work to try to make up. 2 beads under the burst, but can't recover in time to get a punish. Just to the backside. And the handoff to Weiss. Razzle with the defense in the corner. Saw the delayed air dash coming a mile away, was ready for it. Flushes Weiss in the sandwich. Is she done? Cross raid? You know it. Cross raid champion, Razzle. 2B. That was an important 2B, not so much to try to get a hit, but try to keep Aurier in the corner. Didn't work out too well. She's able to eventually get a hit. Ooh! Still doing okay. She lost about 1/4 of her life, but still feeling fine. Gets Carmine in the air with the J. DP ender. Chasing forward. Has no expectation of Razzle to try to escape the corner. They're kind of trying to move. And this could be the end of Lotad. Razzle has a lot to work with. Using CC already. 2 meters from Yang. Not enough. And Rez, DP doesn't want to try to take that guess. Really? In the corner. The bravery from Lotad. And if the jump was a little bit later, that could have been the end right there, but still catching the divine thrust. EX thrust from downtown.
I cannot lose until the day.
Sharp enough to poke a hole into Razzle's defenses and get a game on the board. Got us 1 apiece. 1 apiece as we go into game 3.
Get ready.
Razzle's still going with Yang Carmine. It's not a bad choice. Standard issue team. We know it's a strong team. Lotad was another good starter. This one getting damaged this time. Finding themselves in a very common scenario of early sandwich, but bursting from Carmine, able to bail Razzle out and get a lot of damage on Aurier. He's not looking too good right now. Front side, but either way, Lotad wasn't ready for it to be high. Weiss having to burst in. Trying to see if she can make up ground. I was holding on for dear life. Didn't want anything to do with the Yang 5B. Aurier is not looking too good back there. Razzle's had enough of the blocks. Decides to test the throw tech game. Lotad wasn't ready for it. The punish on the DP there. Razzle just showing me that, yeah, you can't really DP through that. Gonna have to find another solution to that problem. And it's gonna be Aurier's problem is Weiss is gone. 2 + 2. Real simple math equation. A little bit of a drop. Ooh, but caught the up back. It was up back and the up. The thing that it was not the down back. And that was the only way that Lotad was going to survive game 3. All for naught. Razzle's up 2-1. As we go into game 4. Not counting Lotad out of this just yet. There's no reason to do that. Lotad's been getting the better, getting the upper hand in the beginning. Finding themselves in really common scenarios. We've seen Lotad in time and time again. Going to Aurier assist one more time. This has actually been the tamest that we've seen Lotad in the beginning. Making the switch to range defensive play, if you will. Zoning, as it is sometimes called. It's working out pretty well. Already taking half life off of Yang. Just waiting for the burst. And, I mean, there isn't going to be one. Razzle finding a similar 2B. But he's going to have to find another character. Yang's gone. Aurier is going to be behind her shortly. We're already down to 1-on-1. But this is it's kind of scary. Kind of scary that Lotad was looking to set a glyph. Razzle was in there. Didn't have it confirmed for that. Drops the second one. This is just a lot of life there. Razzle's not going to get it. Not going to get a chance to get any of that red life back with 3 quick looks from Lotad. 3 quick looks to get the second game, leave us with only one more match, and nobody's sitting back in their seats right now. Game 5.
Get ready.
I thought for sure that we would still be sitting in the middle of game 4 with all that life that Razzle could have got. But coulda, woulda, shoulda is an easy game to play in hindsight. And we've got to look to the present and the future. And right now, Lotad is in there. Shut down Yang 5B. That's not something that is very easily done. Delayed air dash into the low. Ooh. Oh, that was a DP. Well, she's done. She's done. CC if it's needed. Which is not. This is the worst situation I've seen Razzle in so far. Lotad looking so good. Empty jump low. Just attack on the ankles. Gotta give Razzle some shin guards out there. He's gonna have at least one more look. This on the high side. Need all the safety gear. Helmet left at home as well. One more look. Can't even get a button out. And that's gonna be the end of it. Don't even get to see the end as Lotad is able to hold on strong, bring it back, and take this winner semis match 3-2 to be the first combatant in the winner's final. Bruh. Keeping it cool out there. I wanted to say coming there with the heat, but can't say the heat Weiss Nori out there. They were keeping it cool. Keeping it real cool. Keeping Razzle on ice. Last game, there is nowhere for Razzle to go at all. Jeez. That was a good set. So Mascherino. Like, y'all want me to talk about Mascherino? I could talk about Mascherino. I don't need to talk about Mascherino. You got the slide forward and everything I see. You already hit exclamation point Mascherino in the chat because see some of y'all actually getting hype in the chat. I'm looking in the chat for one. Surprise, surprise. But since y'all here and y'all liking what's going on, I'm pretty sure you want to help out all this good gameplay that you're seeing. And you ain't got to do too much. All you got to do is click the links. We playing BB Tag, you know that, but just in case you don't, it'll take you to the Mascherino page. Log in with your favorite social media, and your code for this week is ZBTag15. That's how you get to show your stuff and create 50 cents to add to the pot. 50 cents that Lotad is going to get a piece of. That's what happens when you get third place. You're guaranteed some of the Mascherino. All right, if you're feeling generous and you want to give us some time while you wait for the next match, which is going to be Punz versus Yui, you can do some sponsor quests. Click a couple links, check out these pages, follow these people, blah, blah, blah. That'll create some more money that you can throw into the pot. Now, if you're feeling super generous, and we would be also thankful if you were super generous. You ain't got to do this one, but if you're feeling like it, you can be wild enough to add your own money to the pot. You can donate whatever you feel like to the pot of ZoneBreakers 15. Now, I see. Ooh, wait a second. What's happening here? I see an important person that stepped out of the lobby. See, we're gonna drop down to the bracket of alternative success and run through some of those matches before we step back up for our next winter semis match. But we need a streamer in here. Kind of need a streamer in here. Give us a second, folks. We gotta fix the camera. He said he coming back in here. You better be coming back in here. Again, big thanks to everybody who's chilling here now in the chat, having a good time, watching these good matches. Thanks to anybody who's later on down the road in life who's going to be checking out the highlights, checking out the VODs and all that good stuff. Thanks to all y'all for coming to chill with us. All right, we got the cameraman back in here. Good. Still unfortunate for you all who are here, you have to listen to me rant and ramble on my own. One, because the usual co-commentator is running the stream. Two, today's stunt double, Sonido, is having to fend for his life one more time with Yumi and Mai going against Nozamilky, Blake, and Yuzuriha. That's where I was getting my Yuzu from. So surprised I don't see as much Yuzu as I would expect around here, but Nozo's doing pretty good with the Blake to start things off. Locking a sandwich. Has the defense. JC at the end, but that's it. That's just a slap in the wrist for everything that just happened. Blake powering through, getting rid of Mai, getting a hit on Yumi as well, but not clean enough as Yuzu's forced to the front. Kick, bro. Deflect. Easy touch. A little too early on the punish. So this is going to be a big chance for Sonido. Carry over to the corner. Looking for a DP, nothing doing. So stepping up and taking a throw. Just tossing everybody to the back this game. Was looking for the air dash. The back tech with the air dash. That's one of those scenarios where you're so mad at somebody for not checking their spacing because Sonato had the right idea with the counter, but Nozo was too far. Lucky break that Nozo will gladly take as Yumi's already gone. Mai's not looking too good. She's getting carted off to the corner, having the block for her life. When she gets out of the CC, where's she going to land? It's going to be the only super there is no more gas left in the tank for Nozo. Nida will gladly take back in the corner and start again. Rez is gone, so this is going to be hard fought and finds a 2-for-1 deal as Yuzi just lands on a grenade. Blake going to have to come in, down to half life, but still in a pretty good position to close this out if she can. A little too eager though. Was looking for the 5B that got shut down, but Nozo's still in there. Push block 5B. You expect no less from Blake. Something that always has to be on the back of your mind. You're pressing into a block, something that Sonato forgot about for a brief moment. And Nozo, with a swift reminder, takes the first game. Intros, what are those? Excuse me? That was a very bold statement to start things off. And I mean, this could be worse. This could have been a direct punish on the DP. Are we doing this again? And this is usually coming in with a burst. Burst that wasn't really on Sonato's mind, so Nozo's in there. Blake hurting very heavily in the back. Nozo, the Yuzu's not looking so good. I'll get my Z's lined up one day. Ooh, this is a big one. And this is a punish on the DP, but a drop. That's a crucial drop, especially in the corner. That could have easily been the end of Mai. So this is a second chance that many would argue that Sonato does not deserve. Has all the time to... Really? I'm just confused because Sonato had all the time in the world to see that burst and come up with some kind of scheme to get out of it. But still in control, 2A, gets a counter hit. Any media is better than none. So this is Nozo with Yuzu again in the back. The skewered long range by my 5P, 2 meter CC, everything that should be needed to close the top, but a drop. Just an excuse to throw a 5C in the end. And that's going to have us tied up 1-1. I have to check that. That game was kind of funky. I'm not even talking about run up DP in the beginning. That was one of the cleanest things that happened. That I don't think neither one of those two will be too proud about the execution that went into that game. So see what happens in the third one. Okay. Can't really find anything with the sandwich though to start things off, so it's going to be a lot of time that Nozo's got to be on watch. And try to take a throw, but Sonato didn't really have the timing for it, so gets thrown out of his offense. Still eventually able to get a burst out of Nozo and can't get a punish on it. Pump the brakes, didn't want to try to pull. Ooh! This is what the wait was for. And I can't blame Nozo for the drop because hitting two people is always kind of funky. Low, DP out, and Yuzu having the orb, making sure to keep Nozo safe. They take out of the corner. DP again. DP again. One more time. Could have been better than trying to run. No more meter though, so Yuzu's gonna be okay for now. And Nozo's really gonna keep her in. DP assist. It's gonna clean her out though. Blake on her lonesome has a good res to work with. Gets rid of Yumi in the backline, so one-on-one tick row, and that is TRM. Came down with a JB, and that just turned into a little bit of a scramble. That was one of the scenarios. We seen this a little bit earlier with Nozo's Blake, finding the long-range JBs and not stepping up far enough to get the 5A on the landing. Like, not stepping up far enough, hitting the JB too high, however you want to frame it, right? Just not being able to get the conversion. But Tonido, in a panic, hand all over the A button, mashing for dear life, trying to make something happen, but got that shut down quick, fast, in a hurry. As Nozo's up 2-1, looking to end Tonido's night as a player in ZoneBreakers 15. DP assist, gets to the backside. But Nozo's been pretty consistent for looking in the air for Tonido. Not going to get a chance this time, but gets Yuzu in with a burst. That's 2 meters gone. So that's no more push blocks, actually. Gets one just in time, but can't get out of the sandwich. Nice tech. And even though that deep... Wait a second, I was looking at Blake for a second. Getting kind of scary out there. DP assist. Tonido's Lord and Savior. Walking away again. It's Tonido trying to stay well out of Yuzu's range. More specifically, trying to stay high away from a lot of the EX slashes that have been coming out. And it's worked out so far. That's one of the reasons why Nozo didn't really have a lot of meter to work with. Blake's gone. Yuzu's by herself. Woo! He found the hit, but couldn't really do anything with it. So that's a little bit of a break. Finds a slash from downtown. But the res is running out. Finds another one. And this was going to be a full confirm on the Yumi. Doesn't have meter to do anything with after the fact. And Tonido's just going to go ahead and tuck her in the backside and bring Mai to the front. So this is still Tonido's game to lose. It finds assist DP. And it's going to presumably take one more look. Can he get the meter? Now with a drop. And that's going to be tech into a super that doesn't matter because Mai is nowhere to be found. She's hiding behind the block, gets the punish on Yuzu, and ties this up 2-2. And with the way these games are going, it is really anybody's game.
Get ready.
They're both capable of putting up high numbers in the damage compartment, but it's really about who's able to line things up.
Can't escape from crossing.
That's honestly it. And it's not like they're making terrible mistakes or anything. It's just these are not the most straightforward characters to navigate at the end of the day. So it happens sometimes. Tried to push block, but push block doesn't mean too much at that point. You're gonna push blocks, nice blocks. Tonido on the offensive, trying to see if he can close the gap on Nozo. Drop on the dive with Nozo land with a little more life than expected. Push block just to get out of the pressure. Hanging up in the air with a couple of clones. Nice. Don't know if that was the entire intention or if that was too big of a gap after the. Back and forth caught with a 5B. And was looking to cash out immediately on Mai, I believe, but will gladly take Yumi. Could be the bigger prize, really. Step in, goes for the low. Make sure that Yumi can go nowhere else. So this is going to have to come on the back of Mai by herself. Yuzu in front with the 4P, making things really hard as Nozo only needs one more solid hit to take. guess who's here again? It is Push Block 5B. Never leave home without it. With the CC, pretty sure that's going to be enough to seal the deal. It's not, but this still looks really rough for Sonido. For all the efforts that happened to try to get away from EX Slash throughout the set, what a fitting end to his tournament run, as Nozo lets one more Slash rip to take the set 3-2. That was anybody's game. That's all I can really say about that. Back and forth. Who was able to I can't even say who was able to find the big hits, because both of them were finding big hits. It was just who was able to cash out on them. But we have more tournament. So who we got up next? Somebody. Who we got up next? Guess I have to wait and see. Still have a winner semis match to play. Actually, we have to play this winner semis. It's either winner semis or another losers bracket match. There's only two things we have, because whoever takes this L in winner semis is going to fill out the rest of the bracket. I hope we're not on ice at this point. What's getting called? What's getting called is I forget to hit the button before I take some swigs. Stay hydrated. Ooh, okay. We're gonna go with the winner semis match. Gonna have Yui, who has shed off the skin of all the lightweight characters to bring forth the Vanguard. Chie and Adachi bailed out of an 0-2 hole to get to this spot in winter semis. Gonna have to see if that's gonna be enough to go against the likes of Puns. I thought I did blink for a second. Wasn't believing that it was Mitsuru Akihiko, but here we are.
Better than Akihiko, I guess.
Akihiko, I guess, was cooking early.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But versus a team like that needs more control, Mitsuru is definitely better.
Look, when you get to hit Chie counters, anybody can get the job in. You can get Platinum in there and she can do some work.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
oh, this is bad.
Yeah. Wait a second. Well, really?
Oh, that been kicked out?
It's a plot twist. Because, I mean, this is Yui we're talking about. More often than not, we'd be going to game 2 at this point. But, no, Yui's still making it work. Just 4 meters in the hole at this point. It's a switch in time. Well, didn't need a switch. Yeah, it needed a switch. What am I saying? There's a reason why that person went the wrong way. Punch is making a lot with that. Gonna have to do it with Mitsuru though. Akihiko's down in the back. So we out of there. Back in there. Let me in.
I think that actually might have been plus, to be honest. With the spacing. Oh, but this is bad.
Yeah.
Cross rate. Nope, no cross rate.
That ain't Razzle. Hold on. Ooh, really? Mitsuru, hello? That's the wrong way. It's around the 4P, but this is still looking really hard for.
That's unfortunate.
That's one of the benefits of Herculean right there. The huge step back. I'm laughing so hard because like I've recently been digging around in Soul Calibur again, right, with the new update and everything, and just seeing that exact function of Herculean makes me think of some characters 4-4-Bs where they step back and lunge forward. That's just picture perfect.
They definitely have no room for those type of inputs in this game, even though they probably could.
I mean, they could if they wanted to.
Be weird.
It'd be wonky. Hey man, you can make anything work. Yo, I thought you said this team was trash. Hold on.
Guess he's just more comfortable with it.
Imagine that.
It definitely has less synergy than Mitsuru Aki. Like, I just can't cover Akihiko at all.
All right.
Of course.
Akihiko can cover himself.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Oh boy. That is an immediate sandwich. Doesn't matter where you block it. That's a command throw. Herculean. Ooh, I got a button. 5A or 2A?
Oh, nice. Oh, they're missing the punish.
Right. Something that comes up very often against GA, just finding the narrow timing to punish your counter. Good defense, though.
Yeah, you saw Yui try to go for the fuzzy, but then it gets opened up by a 5C.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse, you know, so gladly we'll take the 5C, I believe. Fun's getting a 4P, I believe, over in the corner. The swap as well. Assault dive a little too early, lets Adachi out. And this is the guess that matters for Akihiko at this point. If she's able to hold on, he's not. I guess needs to recalibrate her GPS.
Oh?
No, today's been an interesting day with missing bursts, to say the least.
Oh
Ooh.
no, that's
done.
it.
Dang,
Game
yo.
2 going on the board for Yui over puns.
Dang, yo.
I swear Yui's trying to just like speed run this.
I don't know. I mean, you got 2 games. All right, we're not going to talk about the fact that they weren't the Chie Adachi games, right? Exactly. You still got 2 games.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
I mean, you're right, but at the same time, guess what? Y'all actually keep records, so they do matter. Woo! Who are these characters?
Yo, not low tiers? What? Synergistic teams. Let's go. Let's go.
I would argue that synergy is a social construct where we're going to have to see
my God.
what puns can build off of Ragna and Akatsuki. Is this actually a team? Who plays this team?
This team is definitely a team.
Who plays this team?
No one to my knowledge. Alex plays this team.
Wait, what? Alex. Not even gonna put the tag out there. Okay.
Punch plays this team.
Is this the B&B? It's looking pretty good so far.
This team's just solid.
I'm pretty sure you can pick 90% of the characters in this game and make a solid game. I know that's not the case. Just let me have it, okay?
You can make workable teams.
Right.
On about solid.
And everybody's solid when you're hiding behind Akatsuki Tatsu.
Yo.
Still holding on.
Yo. That was actually a really good mix-up.
Right.
Punish is the Herculean. Is that the first time we've seen a punish on Herculean?
Possibly. Haven't been too many to note for me. 2 plus 2? No.
What?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Gets the grab, though.
Things okay. I mean, maybe could have held on to 2 meter, but might not need it. My question is, when is the res coming? When is the res coming, and is Pun's going to be able to put anything on it after the fact? Never.
which JoJo's reference that color is for Ragna.
I want to say Dio. I don't know my JoJo's characters.
Neither do I.
So why do you even bring this up and put us on the spot?
Don't know. I'm asking you. You're the anime buff.
Clearly I'm not.
Wait, is it actually though, Lupe? This man typed out Giorno.
See, you looking everywhere except for the match right now, causing problems.
But we were in between the match.
No, we're not. This is literally in the middle of the match. Sure, there's downtime, but this is literally in the middle of the match.
Oh my god.
Hey, do you upload these game by game? I didn't think so. Where are we at?
All right. Anyways, back to the match. Huns was showing a lot of promise there with that team this last game.
Well, this is a lot of promise right here.
Not a lot of damage though because of the 5-piece starter.
It doesn't matter. We get the elusive punish on a Chie DP. That's any punish is better than none against that thing, you know? Dachi on the other hand. Got that damage from a throw. Still can't really keep Punch corralled. As Yui is trading with the 5-8. He saw Punch holding up back to dear life. Just trying to be the roadblock against Chie. And it worked out pretty well.
Punishing another DP. This is a dead Chie. No! He dropped it.
Maybe one day you'll learn, alright? The harbinger of bad news. Sonido.
Commentator. Oh! Good DP.
Can't CC this, so this is going to have to be Adachi coming in on his own, which is successful. Gets rid of Ragna. Ooh. Back off. Took his picture and got out of there, but still can't go too far.
Yo, let's go.
It's going to take more than that to get out of this, which neutral jump, punishing the throw attempt. That's a good start for Punch. Asking you shall receive.
That's a dead Adachi. And Adachi has a chunk of life. Akatsuki has a chunk of life right now, but Chie's known to not really care. Oh, another punish on the DP.
Ooh.
Oh, he missed. He missed.
That's one of the rare times. That's one of the rare times that I would have expected Yui to just be hitting the button, and this would be a completely different match at this point. But because of that, having to use a lot of meters.
But
a throw.
DP punish of her own.
A throw though. That could be the thing that leaves Punch with a chance, which it is. Push block, try to get Chie off. Can't step under the meteors. 5C hits in the air, so that grounds Akatsuki. Tries to jump over to Moe, can't get through the Moe copters. Dashes under and gets a 5-8. Kicked in the gut.
Under and kicks Chie in her face.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, that was actually really close.
Yeah, close. Yeah. So that's what you say when it comes down to like any hit'll do it. Yeah.
That was ridiculously close there.
Yeah. You know, I guess I have to say this team is doing it.
Who would have thought? A team that has actual synergy.
Apparently you would have. Who would have thought somebody who knows that? How about that? Huh? Huh?
Dang, don't let it call me out like that, jeez.
I mean, you just gotta put the spotlight on me with some random question. I'm just saying. But for real, who would have guessed that Yui would be in the same situation that they were in, down 0-2, and then the heavy guns come out, and we're threatening to take 3 straight games. Now this is looking pretty good for you.
Oh, 4-8 pickup, not gonna do it there.
The switch to Akatsuki, the switch to Ragna.
Do some decent damage.
Get some life back too. The defense still left in the sandwich. Wasn't ready for the delayed air dash. Double overhead.
Sub getting Chie out. Going just for the cross slash to even out the damage.
What's going to get away from the 5C?
Good DP. Oh, parries the 4P assist. Now gets all the way to the corner. Tries to go for an unblockable.
She gonna fall into it? No. Tomoe with the bailout.
Alex is eating a lot of chip right now.
Fine. Gets the low. It's fine. A punish on the burst would have been nice, but eventually still catches her on the backside. Puns is fine. That's 2 meter and CC. Just gonna use the 2 meters. It's not enough. Ooh. Yo, you gonna bring Shea back in here? I mean, doesn't need to right now. One more hit. Now is a real question, but a drop.
Oh, really awkward hit on that 5B there from Puns, so not gonna get it. Oh, too high there for the Persona to catch.
Just had the idea to jump around the 5B on the backside, knowing that it was really on Yui's mind.
Oh. DP's out of the pressure.
Oh, there's gonna be some more meteors.
Force sandwich?
Force meteors, here we go. But the meteors don't mean anything. Clean off the screen.
And Alex Puns takes the set 3-2 over Yui in a nail biter.
So you know, you remember when I was telling you how sick Ragna Akatsuki was?
Uh-huh.
Ragna Akatsuki. That's all. I see what you mean. That's all I really need to say. Is I see what you mean. The match speaks for itself.
Wait, what? Hold up. I just saw something in another Discord. That's like actually kind of OD.
What?
It's not related to the game at all.
Exactly. So why are you somewhere in another universe?
The notification popped up, man. I had to look, and I'm not disappointed.
Oh my god.
Apparently, Terry Crews is streaming Danganronpa.
Okay.
That's kind of funny. Oh no, it is not unexpected though, you know? Anyways.
I'm not amused.
I'm sorry. Anyways, we're gonna be waiting on Puns. Puns, where did you go? Puns. Get back in here.
Puns walked off because the TO wasn't paying attention. Who would have guessed?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Anyway,
I mean, there he is. Okay.
We've got everything on the vibe, all right? Everybody's got everything on the vibe, and if they ain't got it now, they can see it in the future. It ain't going nowhere.
Yes, but for all of you who are watching right now, if you guys are watching right now and you guys want to help out a little bit, support the players that you're watching here today, you can go ahead and hit !Matcherino in the chat and go to Matcherino's website, log in with your favorite social media, and use those codes that you see on screen to add 50 cents to the pot. If you guys want to. It'd be very much appreciated. Anyways, going to go ahead and get into our winners finals. I don't think we expected this.
I don't think anybody expected this, all right? Okay, I can't say anybody because I see that Lotad has a squad in the chat, all right? So there's some Lotad believers out there. But a Puns, Ragna, Kurogane.
Yes, this is another one of the many teams that Puns plays.
I don't know if even Puns was ready for this one.
We'll find out.
Yo, is Puns ready for this 5A though? All right, so that's, typically something that Lotad has, but didn't want to get jumped on. My bad. I know I shouldn't be that kind of commentator. But it just seems so natural for Lotad to constantly look for Weiss 5A in the beginning.
It's a very fast button.
Yeah. So is a lunge. Empty air dash low. And this is the one where the burst is going to happen. Or, there it is. Bro.
What?
It was a reset. It was all part of the plan. It was a side swap.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Yo.
BB tag is happening. Sandwich. Good defense. That's what's happening. And then go ahead and get Ori up there. See what kind of magic she can work. Doesn't have to do too much to get rid of Ragnar. But doesn't want to try to call the tag coming from Kurogane. So Ragnar's going to get a little bit of life back in the backside. CC. Just jumps into the sandwich though, but that could have been a lot worse than it really was.
Yeah.
And Lotab was looking for like the instant, well, not the instant overhead, but the air dash overhead, but didn't run far enough to get it. Tons wasn't ready for it at all. Ready for that one. Tucking Weiss. Oh, that's it. Swing and a miss. Gonna be the end of Ragnar. Kurogane on his own, but has the means to get it done. Just needs to find the hits. Doesn't want to try that one. Fear for the assist that was coming a little bit later than anticipated, but there nonetheless. Gets the punish. This looks.
Oh, drop the combo.
It be like that sometimes. It's still in an okay spot, which is alive. Not okay enough when he finds himself locked in a sandwich. Still gets a chance to play. Ooh, the timing. Yeah.
Lotad taking game number 1.
The secret to victory?
Took it very well. I mean, there's some help by a couple of miscues here and there. Like the 2B at the end is the one that stands out, but at the end of the day, Lotad was still there to answer the call every time an opportunity presented itself. So
true. Lotad just trying to position himself in a way that he can just like answer everything.
All right. Got to be careful of the Kurogane 5B, I think it is.
Yes.
The big ooh button that got 2 counter hits. That one, 5. Yeah, Punch is looking kind of accurate with that button.
Yeah, keep barking. See what happens.
Game 2. More aggressive start from Lotad. Dashing and then taking the 5A.
Pun's still holding on to all of his cross meter though. Now he's utilizing it. A lot of front-sided mix here. Gauntlet Hades.
Yeah. That's why he's coming in immediately to break it up. But she gets cleaned by a Kurogane 4P. Reaching all the way to the bridge in the background over there. He was stepping just in time to get that. So how's Lotad going to get out of this corner?
Pun's putting in a lot of work right now.
Yeah.
That's it's a really hard burst to punish. Good punish there on the parry.
Lotad still sticking with it. Went for the throw, and because of the jump, nobody is there except for the time to block, and it just can't be done. Quick escape. Let's Punch get the game, tie us up one piece. Going back and forth in this winter finals.
I believe it's 1-1 currently, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
That is the more straightforward way to say one apiece, yes. I'm not even trying to throw shade over to you. I know sometimes I speak in foreign tongues. My bad.
Yeah, keep barking. See what happens.
I mean, I'm down with seeing that intro every time because that's so cool.
All right, getting back in here. What's that? Trying to keep up the pressure early.
They both had the idea that a throw was coming, but Lotad was ready for the situation after the fact. Still holding on to 2 blue bars, gets the overhead, but a little late, so can't get the pickup from the assist. Puns, on the other hand, though, trying to make short work with a push block from Lotad, getting a lot of space.
Both just resetting neutral there. Oh,
ready for the swap. And Lotad ready for the swap that didn't happen. The not swap. Ooh. A little too early, a little too late. Off the mark. Still, Lotad's in a really good spot. Except for getting thrown.
I feel like he was trying to throw bait. But I'm
Possible.
not sure.
Either way, it still didn't line up for Lotad. Pons will gladly take it. Gets Ragnar out as well, but he's going to have to fight out of the sandwich. Not even going to get a chance as Kurogane lands on the anti-air. Gets clipped in the ankles in the air. And there it is. See it? Yeah, man. That Pun's been doing so good for Pons.
I shouldn't have been able to punish like that. He didn't even push block the 236C.
Hey, look, don't question it, all right?
That should be close.
It is what it is.
Oh, big
And
block on the DP there.
That is everything that you asked for, making sure to get everything that is earned when a DP goes awry. Second one, as I think Punz is kind of done with this game. Lotad's just gonna dot the I's, cross the T's, and take us over to game 4, up 2-1. Threatening to leave Punz behind and move on in the grand final.
All right. Game number 4 coming up here. It's going to be really interesting to see if Alex Punz stays or if he like switches again. Punz has like so many teams he can play. So like
What?
like I said,
All right.
Get ready.
Playing the team on the box. All right.
aren't like half these teams on the box?
It depends on what box you're looking at. Honestly, depending on where you got your box, when you got your box.
That is very true.
Oh, I'm honored. Let's treat them with the respect.
And which side of the art you flipped over for the box?
I've never been one for reversible covers. Like, I don't hate them or anything. I never use them.
That's fair. I'm a fan. Gives you an option between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Game 4. Lotad sandwich. Funds don't want nothing to do with that. Isn't hungry right now.
Oh, great conversion.
It is kind of funny because from Weiss's perspective, that had to have looked like a fake. I mean, we know that that wasn't going full screen, but she ain't know about that. Empty air dash low. It's trying to run. Hide behind a 4P. It's so high, so it's really hard for Pun to get over it. Yeah, you gotta tuck her. She's not looking really good out there. Aurier really got the job done, though. Make sure to get rid of Jin. He gets out of the corner, too. Just the evasiveness of Lotad. Not evasive enough to get away from Jin 4P, but no, still making Punch really work for it at this point.
Rise to unblockable here, but Punz has that push block on deck. Oh.
Yeah, missed the ender. Welp. You got
Reset.
Yeah. The overhead after the fact. There's no meter, but good luck.
I see. That's how Punz is feeling right now.
It all just came crashing down for Lotad real quick.
Tied up 2-2.
That was a rough game. That happens though. That happens.
Yes, it does. Game number. We've done a lot of game 5s today.
A number, yeah. Tight battles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2, 4,
7,
6,
8. Yeah, this is our 9th game 5 of today.
Let's treat them with the respect they deserve.
Brother,
Man, you ain't kidding.
kill each other. Stop crying, you little punk.
Oh, here we go. Once again, game number 5. Let's see what happens here.
What game is this?
Game 5.
I'm kidding.
Not gonna lie, you almost tripped me up with that. I was like, wait, is it not game 5?
It's totally game
Is it
5.
game like 6 or something?
Maybe we could ask for more, but yeah, whoever takes this is gonna be waiting in grand. And Pun's already off with a half-bar start on Weiss. It's a pretty good lead to work with. Caught in the air though, and that's the thing that Locha has been pretty consistent with, especially with Aurier, just looking for the JA and not letting Pun jump around for free. Gets to the backside. And again, and this is with the falling JB, I believe. Just slid that in.
Oh, good Toga.
And had enough time to get a cross up, force a burst out of Lotek. So Pun's is looking kind of okay.
I'm sorry. As good as the start as how Pun's had, like that was looking super close there until he hit that 5P.
Right. Gets the counter, but has to deal with the ice card.
Oh.
And you can't. That brick.
Oh, he dropped it. Pun is taking a kind of sloppy game 5 on towards the end there, but Pun taking game 5 regardless.
Yo, that big brick though. Said it was a car. It felt like a car with all the time it takes to start up. Trying to start your car in like 15-degree weather. You know you ain't coming out the gates immediately. And that's everything that Pun's needed. But yeah, that game, you said it was kind of sloppy, which it was, but it was the good kind of sloppy. It was wild. Volatile.
All right, and now we get the round 2 run back between HBK Man and Razzo.
Oh, we don't get time to talk about anything, do we? You got everybody lined up, huh?
Yup. It's going to be really interesting to see what changes here on the run back.
I believe it looks like starting Chie. I think HBK like switched back and forth, to be honest.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Razzo recognizing that can't get there in time to punish the DP, just lets it go for now. Eventually catching HBK slipping a little later.
Oh, we get another punish on Chie's DP.
She's gone, bro. That's a cross rate.
Doesn't even need it.
Nah. It's actually very good that Razzo didn't need it because keeping the workhorse out there.
Yeah, he gets to keep all that meter too.
This is game's getting blown wide open, to say the least.
Reset. Unblockable. Oh, wow, that saved him.
For how long? I want you to think about what you said, all right? Saved, right? Still got clipped in the ankle. That was just watching impending doom. What? HBK still holding on. Gets in the res. Doesn't want to use any meters. Just eventually says, screw it, I'm going to go ahead and push block. Oh. Watching impending doom. if Umbi was here, that would have been the perfect time for the record scratch. So I bet you wondered how I got here. Oh man.
Get ready.
I kind of feel like HBK is just honestly not feeling comfortable, which is a really easy thing for me to say. But the thing that gives me that impression is like through all the craziness that's happening, right? There's so many situations where something like that happens, where Razzo is just getting jumping, right? Like how many times have we seen that red exclamation point? And
a lot this game.
Yeah. And I just get the impression that's something that normally wouldn't happen, but given the situation of knowing that these unblockables are coming at some point, like thousands of damage are going to be lost at any point in time, isn't really setting well with HBK.
Using 280 underneath the fireball.
Jumps out, but still can't get too far away from Razzo's Yang. And she ain't coming in to save the day, but still not in the best position to really make ends meet. Yo, she tried to get out of there. Nowhere to go.
No meter. Good burst. Oh, gets the grab. This is not dead.
One more guess though, and there it is.
It's another grab. Yang mirror 1v1.
Uh-oh. Impending doom.
Razzo probably could have DP'd there, but it might not have killed.
You said Razzo could have?
What's up?
You said Razzo could have? I imagine like it's breaking up.
Yeah. When with the semblance activation, Razzo probably could have also DP'd.
Right.
To just like air unblockable him, but
right.
Calling out that HBK was gonna push a button, and then 2B on reaction, or not really on reaction, but 2B instead to confirm the kill rather than betting on a DP to kill.
Yeah, it's like
then you just get red health.
It's like it also just you jump out and like you're not committing to the DP.
True. You are starting to break up again as well.
You were too earlier. I'm blaming Discord still.
Probably Discord. You might want to reset again if you can.
Even this part was YouTube, so I'll get it in a second.
All right, Razzo already gaining a lot of momentum. Here we go. Oh, good burst there. From HBK. Gets a command grab of his own. And Razzo's gonna hit semblance here. 2B's the Chie, but the burst not confirming that hit on Yang.
Yeah, HBK's doing it. Ooh.
It's another command grab.
Oh no!
Power charge, and that's a dead Carmine.
Yeah, that was the buzzer beater too, right before that burst was coming off cooldown.
Razzo doesn't care, just going in there with the 2B.
Yeah, Razzo's got to get back in this game. I don't blame him at all. Got to be real careful though.
If Razzo would have followed up with sweep, that would have killed Chie. If Razzo had actually confirmed with sweep or shoulder there, because it did counter hit. I don't know, actually, no, I don't know if it counter hit, but sweep would have confirmed there from that, and he actually would have gotten that kill because he had enough meter to. He had 3 meter there. Gone into EX shoulder and then have killed with a 214 BC. But unfortunately, not recognizing that, now we're going to go into a game number 4. Razzo still got some time on his side, though. Up 2-1 right now.
Right. But I think the bigger story at this point is HBK still alive.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Razzo starting off strong once again. Goes for the safe jump. Oh, this is going to be big damage. Tries to bait the burst again.
Run and throw from downtown.
Some damage right outside residence. Sorry, right outside of semblance range. Actually, if he's not careful, he might just chip him down into semblance range. But that bad burst from HBK trying to save Yang though. And now he can't burst for this unblockable. And that's a dead Chie.
I wonder. I guess Razzle couldn't get down there in time because I thought the idea was just to sit there and take the block. Still works out either way for him, but I'm just kind of curious about that.
In which scenario?
Where he goes for he just goes for the setup right there, steps forward, calls Yang, air dashes back over the body, right? And I'm assuming you didn't get there in time to block because there's no reason to hit a button there, and it wasn't a counter hit, so. I'm assuming you didn't get there in time, but it was huh.
Got you.
Either way, something that's kind of on the back burner for now, because even with a little bit of a slight hiccup in the setup, Razzle's able to take the set 3-1, move on to losers finals. Gonna be going up against the ultimate Lotad once again.
Correct.
The match that we saw in winter semis.
It's gonna be another run back. It'll be really interesting to see what Razzo opts for this time around. It looks like Razzo's immediately locking in the Yang Carmine.
That's all he's played today.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Razzo, for the last few ZoneBreakers, has been on the kick of just playing a single team throughout it. Because remember last time it was New Gordo. Played it the entire time, so I will not be surprised to see Razzle just go down playing this team.
Weiss, it seems we are wanted. Oh, I'm honored.
If he gets to game 5, Razzo will switch.
They deserve.
If Lautad goes up 2-0, I would not be surprised to see Razzo switch to Merkava, Hawkeman, or Hawkeman Carmine, to be honest. But I know he heavily dislikes this matchup, so. See what happens here.
Able to maneuver around Lotad's opening.
Oh, I see what he's doing here. He's just taking it super slow. Trying to just clip Lotad every chance he gets. Lotad does like to move around a lot.
Right.
Buttons. So, I like this approach.
And I don't know if that was a miscue from Razzle or was really baiting the burst, but let Lotad off the hook in the beginning. Hit right here would mean so much more, and there it is.
Oh, I don't think that's far enough. Okay. I was scared. I wasn't sure if that was far enough back for that super to connect and not miss.
Relax, Razzle's got it.
I cannot lose.
Razzo now.
Yeah,
a lot of good momentum. Blockable.
Try to jump away from it, and that could possibly be the last mistake that Lotad makes in this game.
Yep. What?
All right. Somebody didn't read the script, slipped out of the combo, but this is so. I want to say that this is all done, but this is still really possible, especially when Lotad finds a hit like that. Counter hit to start off against Yang to the backside, but Razzle's not biting just yet. It's semblance. Woo! If Lotad was ready, we could have been done with Yang at this point, I believe.
Big whiff. Oh, gets the counter hit, but no follow-up.
Doesn't have any meter either, so it's going to have to sit through all this. Was expecting the swap, but it wasn't there.
Cross
raid.
Too bad. So close though.
Maybe that needs to be our next emote.
Possibly.
Cross raid. I'm down.
You get all the Razzle's characters, and you put 3 or 4 of them with a emote, so they can go around cross raid.
No. You get you take a picture of a Hydra and put
Stop.
A picture.
Stop. Next topic. Next topic.
Anyway.
Next topic. Lotad looking in the air this time. Just willing to play this neutral Razzle. And finds Razzle with assist. Doesn't get a conversion from it, but gets a setup, which is the important thing. Doesn't let Razzle get settled in.
Oh, barely out of range for that Aurier 5A to hit. But again, a lot of health back.
Keep the arm on him though. Double dash.
Unfortunately, misses a confirm there from the JA.
Right.
It's gonna be decent damage, not a lot, but set up.
Yeah, any damage against Carmine is really good for Lotad right now.
Yeah.
The push fly back into Aurier. Okay. Yeah, this is huge. I don't know about that drop though. Ooh! Hold back for dear life. And that's it. Wasn't a lot really said about that, but the damage was done.
Is justice.
Ted going up on the board.
Yeah, again, just not letting Razzle ever really get started. Did wonders to get Aurier in the beginning. I mean, it was just as simple as CC and do it again, but it meant so much. Not having to deal with any of the fireworks coming out of Yang. Let's see where we go in game 3. Ice Shards this time. Counter hit Ice Shard in the air. Carmine coming in there to break it up. Make sure that Yang isn't put in a compromised position just yet. The thrust, double thrust. Thrust again, why not? It's working. You're doing it. Burst Razzle's not ready for it. Lotad holding onto the lead, but isn't ready to hold onto a 2 seed. Razzle's been getting a couple good looks with that button so far.
Okay, we're gonna see the unblockable. Switches to Yang.
So
nope.
You thought.
No switch to Yang, okay.
I'm gonna save her for a rainy day. You gotta be real careful with Carmine if Razzle wants to hold on to it. But guess who's here again? 2C one more time. The ankles, has the meter if needed. Not gonna get a chance to do anything, but still ready to get rid of Weiss. Aurier on her own. It's gonna blast off with the DP.
And
Too bad.
It's up 2-1 now.
Right.
Set point for Razzle. Going to game number 4. Do you think this is gonna go another game 5, or you think we're just gonna end it here?
It's really possible. I'll go out on a limb and say yeah. I'll go out on a limb and say yeah, because Lotad shows that they got it, right? It's a lot of work to get to the game because it's dealing with being out damaged by the likes of Carmine and Yang and having to keep Yang off and not fall into the trap of swinging into a 5V. But I mean, Lotad got 1 game so far, and it was a really clean game, so totally possible.
For sure. Good first punish.
Right.
Land cancel combos. Getting all of them in there. Oh, double overhead.
Right. And the late one, too. Always got to be ready for it. Steals the corner. People want to talk about robbery in fighting games. That's it right there. But wasn't able.
It's gonna be a big kill for Carmine if he gets this. Or is he going for the kill? No, he's going for the kill and the heal. I don't think this is gonna kill though. Very close though.
I mean, the important thing is keeping Carmine in the game. It's right there. That could have been it. And Razzle had the nerve to jump up and press a button after seeing Lotad just living in the air behind JA, but it worked out. Weiss is up out of there. Carmine's gone. Things on her own. Then Rez. Woo! And even though there wasn't a counter hit that was low enough for Lotad to get the pickup with Aurier, and this is where it still gets scary. Has another thrust. Lotad wants to go for it. But the meteor's going from a push block somewhere. Dash under again and got the 2A. 2A again!
Another 2A, and Razzo takes it 3-1 over Lotad.
Done already? That's no fun. Yan, Carmine.
All right, and we are going to be moving on to our grand finals here in just a moment, which will be Puns versus Razzo. But before we go ahead and do that, let's go ahead and remind you all one more time that this is a free-to-enter tournament. It is sponsored by Matcherino. You guys can go ahead and click on the links that we have over there in chat. If it will actually work. There we go. And then go ahead and click on those links. Go onto those websites and sign in with your favorite social media. You can do Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Google Plus if you have that still.
Stop.
And then you can go ahead and just, type in that code you see on screen and add a free 50 cents to the pot. Nothing out of your own pocket. And if you'd ever so want to, you can also go on there and do some of the sponsor quests that we have there too. Or if you're ever so gracious, you can go ahead and just put some of your own money in there if you want to. It is not obligatory though. So, regardless, I appreciate everybody watching currently and everybody who will be watching in the future for being here today. And we're going to go ahead and get started in grand finals here.
All right. So, I'm torn in this grand finals because
This is going to be an interesting one.
This is interesting for me. You know why? Because I'm looking at either watching Razzo 3-peat and BB tag, or Puns actually fulfilling my prophecy and getting the double dubs.
It's very possible.
Oh yeah.
Has Razzo not won more than? Let's see, won the last one.
He won 13 and 14. That's 3-peating. He's 3-peated before. He won 9, 10, and 11.
All right, and then he lost to Tactile on 12.
Right.
Got you. Well, anyways, here we go. We're gonna see the 3-peat again.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know my Ragnar too much, so it's like, wow, he got those. I'm trying to wait and let the brick do the work, but it's a little too slow for the job. Razzle steps up, pushes Ragnar out of the Bloodsaw to get the throw. I think that still would work regardless, but it seems a lot better when I say it like that. So here's Puns. Taking
going in right now.
Right. It took the long road to get the low to force the burst too. We still got it nonetheless. Jumps out of the sandwich, the awareness. Just not gonna let Razzle have it for free. And one more time, but Razzle's holding down the block. Trying to run under. Doesn't want to challenge it. Look at the sandwich. And gets a hit out of it. That was awkward. Thanks, Yang.
You can kill now.
Oh yeah.
Big mistake.
The ankles one more time. How's the meter for this? Is it enough? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, she's safe. Good DP. And Razzle once again with the jump in.
Now, that's somebody that's played a good amount against Jin, I do say so. Because it takes a lot of nerve. I would imagine, to want to jump at a snowflake like that, knowing what could happen after that, even with a bloodsaw behind you, you know? Like, if the timing was off, I don't think that really pans out in Razzle's favor.
Right. Give me 1 second.
You ain't gotta say.
Get ready.
Gonna leave me over here to deal with game 2.
Brother, let's go.
Razzle taking one small step, needing 2 more to get a reset. But yo, net play be damned. That was a good whiff punish. Just letting the 2-way rip. Getting a couple good hits. Doesn't get the full confirm from him just yet, which means there could be a little bit more off of Yang, but Punch is looking pretty good to start things off. Yang's already in semblance. But still holding on. Good blocks and the 2Bs. So that one's gonna be an annoyance for Razzo. A couple of meters that he would gladly use right now just to get funds off. Haven't used 2 so far. Still has 1. Might not get a chance for it. Has a burst. And there it is. Trade with a 4P. Black market trade is going to be the end of Yang. Blowing up through resemblance is going to leave Carmine on his own. He's not going to make it over that. Trying so hard, he has just lands in the sandwich, but nothing really doing with the first 4P. So if at first it don't succeed, nah, bro, it's going to succeed. 4P again. Puns with the equalizer as it's tied up 1 apiece. Excuse me, 1-1.
I mean, 1 apiece is still a good way to say that. Don't get that twisted.
I know it's perfectly fine, but I got to take some shots to fill some space because I didn't know when you were coming back.
I see.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it do be like that.
Get ready. Get ready.
1-1. Each person has a game, 1 apiece, 1 up. Whichever one you like.
1 all.
1 all.
Escape from crossing fate.
That is acceptable. Usually found more on the other side of the pond, but still acceptable nonetheless. Ooh! Jaw jacked with an uppercut on incoming. I was just ready for the burst. That was the wrong game. The Hades game? Ragnar plays that game too?
This is not looking good for Razzo.
No. That's putting it lightly. Those are 2 blue bars over there.
Oh.
I mean, Razzle still needs a hit. Alright. Crisis averted.
This is still doable for Razzo too.
Yeah, I believe it. Especially with the likes of Gary Carmine. It's not easy. Especially against somebody the caliber of Punch. But
oh, the 6-speed didn't come out. It's the first time I've seen Razzo mess that up all day.
Still in the driver's seat. Always gonna get rid of Ragnar. Doesn't want to try to get out of the corner. Watching the air. Ooh, there was an extra hit there. Fade away.
Just holding forward. Jin JB will take that out.
Know your place, scum.
Remember when he didn't have that button in this game?
What's up?
You remember when he didn't have that button in this game?
Yup. And then they gave him J2B.
Get ready.
Truth be told, I don't know my Jin buttons, especially across both the BB games, but I know that's a good button. I know a good button when I see it. An air button that reaches halfway across the screen, that's a good button right there.
I can't remember if it was 1.5 or 2.0, but they gave him that air button and then replaced his other, and then gave him like a J2B with his old JB. So
I think it was 2. Like, that's semantics at this point. He's got good buttons.
He's got
good buttons.
He does have good buttons.
Let's go.
You might see Puns put him to work again. Might not even need him. Who knows? Yo, get off my boy. You ain't coming to save the day. The Carmine was about to get lit up by that. Check again. Got a box dash, but Razzle real sharp to jump out of the sandwich. Can't get too far. Just too many anti-air assists. They reach too high. Yeah.
That was a big throw bait.
Yeah, I can hear the wind over there, even though we're kind of breaking up. It was that clean. I feel like every time I look up in this sandwich, or in this match, Razzle's just stuck in a sandwich.
This is a dead Ragna.
You sure?
Never mind. I'm surprised he didn't get that fourth bar.
Still close.
If he had done that super a bit earlier, he would have gotten it, but he gets the unblockable there.
And I heard the button, so either Razzle wanted like a JA or wanted an empty jump 2A. Still works out, gets the low later.
Unblockable? Oh no, he's going for the cross combo.
CC for +3, so it's pretty reasonable. So I thought.
No, he had too much hit stun, so he couldn't continue the combo.
Right.
That's a Dick Carmine.
Right.
Yang versus Jin.
Gets the block on incoming, so it's gonna get another shot at this. Punch just didn't believe in the jumping right there. Saw that
one. There you have it.
Do you understand now?
I believe that's it, right?
Ah, that's 3.
Wow.
You gotta have more energy with that.
I was like almost committed to it, and then I was like, wait, what's the set count?
Oh my! So you know what's really bad about this? Don't you have people putting discords in here for people like me who quote unquote forget the scores, but I know the score and you don't?
I wasn't looking. That's on me.
Oh my god! With that being said, that is going to be your ZoneBreakers 15 BB Tag Champion Puns coming out here, getting 2 dubs, both events, stopping Razzo from getting the 3P. So big ups to Puns, taking first place, getting the first place Matcherino Bucks. Razzo, second, still good. Not the place that he was looking for, but still on the podium, still in the money nonetheless. So it's pretty good.
For sure.
And that leaves, I have to double check. Lotad, one of the surprise picks, but a really strong contender, one that had the fan base behind them, gets all the way up to 3rd. Pretty strong top 3 if you ask me.
Yeah, not a bad top 3 at all. Those are some really interesting matches to watch as well, so it was definitely well worth it. All right, well, I think that pretty much about wraps everything up today. Appreciate everybody coming through here, watching the stream with us today, and all those who competed as well. And a big shout out to all those who donated. We will be back here again in 2 weeks on December 19th, 2020, and that will be the last ZB Online for the year. As we would then go into the new year, ZB 2021. I'm looking forward to that. I can't believe we're already at the end of the year. Already. It's crazy.
I mean, we sat here for a year. It was going to happen at some point in time. That's how time works.
Yeah,
it
for sure.
Consistently goes forward. Don't know if you realize this.
Yep. But definitely appreciate everybody coming through here. We will see you guys in 2 weeks, and then we'll see you guys at the New Year's. So, everybody,
are we gonna have a New Year's party?
We could.
Oh,
we definitely
no.
could.
ZoneBreakers New Year bash.
ZoneBreakers New Year Bash online. Anyways, appreciate everybody coming through here, and everybody, y'all have a good day, all right?
Peace.